Here we go.
Yep.
All Shapes and Sizes, episode 5. I am your host, Disco Dex, and I have my co-host with me as usual.
What up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's going on? S. Dot in the building.
So, Steve.
What up, man?
How
you been?
I've been good. How you been?
I can't complain.
All right, so, listen.
Yep.
You were telling me prior to us going on.
Yeah.
PS5, same situation. Little Dexter hit me and said, hey, Dad, they got him at Walmart you knew about the morning. I didn't know about the morning. He hit me and said.
That was at Best Buy.
Yeah, Best Buy in the morning. He hit me with the 330 and the 340 at Walmart online.
Yep.
Which I tried to do, like probably everybody that's on here.
Couldn't get it.
The bots probably got half of them. I couldn't get it. Went, hit them fast. It said, it didn't even put it in my cart. For me, it didn't even go to the cart.
I had it in the cart.
So
in Walmart and Best Buy, I had them in my cart. And when I went to go say, now mind you, I went on Walmart and Best Buy. I put all my information in, card information, just so all I could do is hit pay.
So wait, hold on. So you can put your stuff, your payment information in before you even
do anything. You put it as a part of your account, your shipping address, all that kind of stuff. So I had all of that ready. So
I was losing no matter what.
So I wouldn't have to waste time doing that. And I still didn't get it. I had them in my cart. Wow. And when I put it in my cart, I was like, oh, it's sold out. Then why you let me put it in my cart then?
So I was going to lose out no matter what. Now, let's get into our debate in regards to Will. So you couldn't get it.
Nope.
Now, listen, y'all guys. Me and this dude been having this debate. I've been telling him, I have a client. So I'm running around with one of my clients, and she says to me, she had 3 of them. Mm-hmm. They following the little things on Twitter and all the stuff here when they coming. They end up getting 3. 2 one day, get into the store at like 5:30 in the morning. Another one another day. Then they went back to another store and got an Xbox, the new Xbox. Mm-hmm. They're selling out like crazy. I'm telling Steve, they're online reselling for like $1,900.
Don't do that.
No.
Don't do that.
This is what I told you.
Don't say 900.
We gonna go back because I told you 900 initially. You said no.
No, I told you ain't going for nothing more than 1,000. We ain't doing that. Oh, go ahead. We ain't 1,000.
We're gonna go back to the footage. I told him. He said they're not buying. People not buying these things. Night. You said they're not buying these things 3 times the value. I said yes, they are.
Okay, that works.
I said
that's right.
So that's 900.
That's not 900 because none of them sell for 300. None of them sell for 300.
Listen. Okay,
they're 400
let's go.
and 500.
Let's go here. You said the bottom line is this. Bottom line is this.
400 times 3.
The debate we were having was I told you that they are selling. You saying these people buying up with these bots. And they're going to have a whole bunch of them on them. Mm-hmm. And they're not going to be able to move them because they're not. And they're going back.
Not for that price.
Whatever you're saying. I'm saying, no, they're selling. My client told me 2 of them for $1,000. Mm-hmm. They knew somebody that sold one for $1,500.
Okay.
They selling like that. And the closer we get to Christmas, I told you, I think the numbers are going to go up. Okay. The 900 number, I said, I think closer to Christmas, that's going to be a G.
So
easy.
I'm going to tell you again, like I told you before. I've never seen them online for anything but 1,000. The first
you
time
said 900.
No,
you said 900.
Hold on.
You said 900. Come on, bro. Come on.
There's a difference between what they're online for and what they're selling for. And what I said to you was immediately when the pre-orders were out, they were already online for $1,200, $1,000, X, Y, and Z. That's not selling. I said the price is going to come down. You said, nope, I think they're going to go up.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, so boom. So, yo. I have it right here. eBay, right here. I'm showing you. And this is because you can't see my screen, but I'm gonna show you, right? You've got 900 or best offer. You've got $16.99 or best buy now for $16.99, right?
Yep.
You've also got $950. You've got $2,199. You've got $1,400. You've got $675. You've got $850. You've got $900. You've got $880, $765, $700, $850. Look at them low numbers. You could never. Anybody who was looking for a PlayStation knows that $600, $700. All those numbers are lower than a week ago or 2 weeks ago. That's on eBay. Let's go on StockX. Right? Let's go on StockX because, eBay, they be running scams and X, Y, and Z. But StockX
that's what I was going to tell you. We ain't going with eBay.
StockX is more reputable. $815. Buy now for $830. You can buy it now for $830. The highest bid right now
that's going up
is $799. Why would it go up when the asking price, not the bid, the asking,
it's going up.
Okay, we'll see. We'll
the
see.
asking prices will change.
You know how
next
StockX
week.
works, right? You know how StockX
The
works.
asking price will change. The asking price will change next week.
You know
Mark
how-
my words.
You know how StockX works, right?
Man, you bid on it.
Right.
Bid like you bid in
Yeah,
sneakers.
no, but it's not. But it's not right. And
And the
if
more
you're-
you bid,
if you're
it changes what they sell for.
If you're selling the sneaker and I'm selling the sneaker, guess what? When the third person goes on to buy it, they don't see a difference between my sneaker and your sneaker. They only see the sneaker itself. So the highest bid goes, and then it gets sold. That's what happens. So when you come on here and you look at a PlayStation, they could have 1,000 PlayStations on here, but the highest bid right now is $799.
Bro, we got a week to go.
All right.
I say the numbers. Hey, y'all in the comments, let us know. I say the numbers going up.
All right.
I say the numbers will go up.
All right.
And if y'all looking for the PS5, better yet, if y'all have connections with PS5s, put it in the comments.
Yeah, let a brother
But
know.
I only want regular price. I'm not paying no more than regular. I can't.
Oh, now he
can't
pay
afford
more
it.
than regular. So if it was
Listen,
like,
it is what it is.
If it was like $600, you buying it?
No, because I'm trying to flip it.
Okay. But wait.
Only reason I wanted to
time
flip.
out, wait,
Hold
time
on, let's go to
out.
that.
Hold on,
This dude
you
says
just
that. Hold on, wait.
Hold on. You just said they selling for $1,000, but you wouldn't buy it at $600 and flip it?
Hell no. I'm trying to really make a lot of. I'm trying to make. Listen,
It's $100.
I'm trying to get it.
That's $100.
No, man, I need more.
That's $100.
I need more.
That's
nah,
$100.
I need more, man.
See?
I need more.
See? So
This
what I was
guy,
trying to
hello.
say.
This guy right here said that if he actually acquired one, he would not resell it. He would keep it. Makes no sense.
Why?
Because you could flip it, make more.
You just told me I couldn't.
No, I said you could. What are you talking about?
I just told you if they.
said I would not buy it for a high price and flip it.
So
I'm saying if I had one for a low price, I'm flipping it. You said if you got one for a low price, you keeping it.
No matter what, I'm keeping it.
Crazy.
Unless I get two, I'm keeping it.
I'm rinsing it.
So, but that's my question to you. You think it's 300? It's not 300. It's 400 and 500. So if you could get one
you saying a $500 one is going for 600?
If you can get that for 600, you wouldn't sell that?
I would buy that. So you saying a
because you just
$500
said
one
that.
right now is for 600?
I'm looking at one right now on eBay, but I don't know if it's for true.
Oh man, I'm not messing with eBay.
I'm just telling you.
No.
I'm just saying it's 65.
A buck more, I'd
it's
do that.
$650. That's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
$650. See how he went up by $50? This guy's crazy. This guy, he said
$650.
no, that's
But my
different.
point being
we round
is-
up.
but-
That's $700.
Yeah, but my point being,
$650
my
round up
point
to
being
$700.
is if you could find one for that price that's official, you wouldn't buy it. Of course you would, because you
For
said you could-
600?
Yeah, because you think it can
Not
sell for
$650.
$1,000. So $50 matters.
Yes, to me it does.
Oh, okay.
I'm petty.
When you could wait, when you can sell it for $1,000, $1,200.
Every bit matters to me.
Yeah, see, you're not confident.
Yeah, I'm
you're
not
not
confident.
confident.
I'm not.
Exactly. That's my
But
point.
I'm confident if I get it for the low though.
Yo, they gonna be out here in droves come the beginning of the year. next
We'll
year,
see.
so I
Let
wouldn't
us
even
know what
worry
y'all
about it.
think. Let us know if y'all think that these
Don't waste your time.
PS5s.
There ain't enough games out here for you to do it right now. I'm trying to tell y'all.
Listen, I told you, my client.
PS4s are
rents
still
two of them.
PS4s are still going for 300, 400.
Okay, guys. So hold on. I want to talk about this.
What's up?
And I'm gonna go somewhere with it, but this is how I want to start with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
TV shows
What about them?
back in the day. I want to talk about name some of your favorite TV shows back in the day, and really think about it because I'm gonna go somewhere with this conversation. What's some of your favorite TV shows?
That's a
I got some right now.
I can name 50 off the top of my head. What you looking for?
Just start saying some names.
I'm saying cartoons, sitcoms.
No, TV shows,
what?
sitcoms. Like Elf,
Okay, what about
A-Team. No, I'm just
A-Team, Knight
Elf,
Rider,
Knight Rider.
Airwolf,
Incredible Hulk,
Incredible Hulk,
Facts of Life. Yeah, us black people
Facts
watch
of
Facts
Life.
of Life as well.
Um,
Archie's Bunker,
I hated that fucking show.
Fred Sanford and Son,
Yeah, Sanford and Son. Not
Welcome
Fred
Back,
Sanford and
Carter.
Son. I don't know about Welcome
The
Back
Jefferson.
Carter. The Jeffersons, yes.
Cosby Show moving up a little bit.
227, A Different
227.
World.
What else one? Three's Company. We said Three's Company.
Three's Company. No, we didn't say Three's Company.
Yeah.
There was a spin-off
Miami
of that
Vice.
too. Miami Vice was a dope
Magnum
one.
P.I.
That was a dope one. I love that
Was it
Ferrari he had.
$5,000 man? $1 million man? Bionic Man?
I hated that show.
It was one of those.
I hated that show.
So now this is where I'm going. We said the 18.
MacGyver. Yeah. we said
MacGyver.
that.
This is where I'm going.
Yep.
Fast forward.
Soap operas. Dallas. Knots Landing.
Not going there because that's a little bit different. But yeah, Guiding Light.
Yo, yeah,
You know what I'm
all
saying?
them- all
Yeah,
them
we know
chicks-
about all them things.
Yeah.
You know, your sister was
Parents.
watching and you ain't had no choice.
Yeah.
So listen to this. Think about this. today's times versus back then. And matter of fact, and this kind of goes in parallel with hip hop music.
Okay.
Kind of, if you catch where I'm going.
Well, you're gonna have to
watch this. What is the difference of then and now? The lack of creativity. A friend of mine told me, I don't know if you remember, my man Joey Washington, shout out Joey. This is back in like 92. He said, yo, there's a lack of, I'm going to say like in 92, 93, he mentioned this to me. There's a lack of quality writers in the industry, in the Actors Guild, and all, you know what I'm saying? A lack of quality writing was leaving out.
So are you saying that the quality of writing is better then or now?
Better then. So what happened was...
So I will disagree with you.
Oh, listen.
Vehemently.
Tell me why. I'm ready for this one all day.
Vehemently.
All day. You know this is where I go. Okay.
Of the stories we just named, they all have a similar premise. They're very similar in what they are.
I disagree.
There's a good guy. There's an element. Okay, so you take Knight Rider, Airwolf, MacGyver, A-Team, the basic...
Elf.
No, forget Alf for a
second.
Okay. No, I'm just giving the shows that are similar to each other. Magnum P.I., Miami Vice, all those shows, you have a situation where 21 Jump Street, every episode, they have a problem to solve or a situation that they get into that they're eventually going to solve and they're going to win against the bad guys. That is the premise of every single show, whatever it is. If it's Knight Rider, then it's Michael and Kit. If it's the A-Team, it's Mr. T or whatever. But there's a problem that they're going to solve within 30 minutes to 60 minutes. That's what's going to happen. Today's shows are a lot different. They span, they build, each episode builds on each other. So I don't know if I necessarily agree, but go ahead.
Okay, so let me explain to you why.
Okay, go ahead.
So from a structure standpoint, you slicing up one episode back in the time, you get your window slot of time. Hey, this happens here, you conclude this way. A lot of TV shows still run that way today. Okay. But a lot of them do carry on because they series driven where it goes and goes and goes and it bleeds into that episode. That's how it evolved from a, let's say, a director standpoint. They spread it out longer. The reason why I say it's different is because you had a Elf. You had a Family Ties. You had a Jeffersons. You had a A-Team. You had a Kit. You had original shows, almost like hip-hop. You had Daz Effects. You had Redman. You had Snoop. You had a array of artists that are different. Let me finish.
I'm gonna let you go.
So, in today's time, what my man Joey put me on the back then, he said, okay, this is what's going to start taking over because of the lack of good writing. Reality TV. This is when it was Big Brother. What was that brother one where they all lived in the house? Whatever that show was, this is, I want to say, on the eve of that show hitting or after that show hit. Reality sells. Why? Because after that, people started really just copying over the same type of show. And if you notice, go back, what started being the main type of shows that came out? What are the main shows that started running the game? Police shows, attorney shows, doctor shows. Because of lack of any type of writing. Yes, bro. Trust me.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I don't necessarily, what you said happened, yes, but I don't necessarily agree with there was a
lack of good writers?
At the time, I think you have it in reverse. To be honest with you, I think it's in reverse. And I'm going to tell you why I think it's in reverse.
Yeah, you got, okay.
Right?
And when you give me why it's in reverse, give me some shows right now that are the originality can compare to the originality back then.
Well, I have
Since you said this.
Yeah, but I got to go. But that would mean that I agree with the shows back in the day being necessarily original. I don't think they were original in that way. I think, okay, so for example. You got to explain that. Yeah, so for example, okay, you have the A-Team, right? How many military shows?
That's your phone?
I don't know what that is.
That's your phone.
No, that's that phone over there.
God damn it all.
That's that phone over there. And it stopped recording.
Oh man, I hate when they do.
And it stopped recording. Well, you get a what's the name? Hold on.
God damn. All right, so I don't know what we're gonna do in that little space right there. Where y'all couldn't see my facial expressions. But anyway, continue.
We'll figure it out. So you take shows like Hill Street Blues, or you take you had your action series, so to speak, but you also had your drama series. So you take a show like Magnum PI, and then you take a show like MacGyver, and then you take one like Knight Rider. Well, you guys, who are you, Magnum PI? Who are you? What
private investigator?
Was he
smooth Casanova?
But was he an official private investigator, or you was just some playboy with a nice car? And then you go over to Michael Knight, and you work for who? A foundation?
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. But a lot of so Kit was a big thing. The whole thing with the car talked X, Y, and Z.
Yep.
So another station came out with Airwolf. Instead of a car, you have a helicopter. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you're using a high-tech, you had a high-tech car, now you have a high-tech helicopter. Like, that's the premise behind it.
So then give me...
So I don't think, my point being is...
We'll compare that to now then. We'll compare it to now. I want to
know...
Now give me any range.
Now what I see, especially in this Netflix era, right, is you have so much range on the type of shows
No. So what I'm talking about is, let's back up 2 seconds.
Okay.
What I was referring to, Netflix is to me, my opinion, Netflix is bringing back that creative era, because now it's opening it up and not into your normal industry.
But I think we've been there, though. That's my point. I think we've been there. So when you say they're bringing it back, I'm like, yo, we've been there for years already. Network TV is what pushed what you saw back in the day. People don't watch TV like that anymore. They don't. They don't watch channel ABC, NBC to get their shows. They don't do that anymore. They consume through streaming and streaming, YouTube, and all that. And they've been doing that for a long time.
So you tell me, then tell me in regards to shows, give me the range of shows in comparison to back then. Sitcoms. Remember, we were talking about sitcoms again.
Yeah, but there are no sitcoms anymore.
That's the point I'm getting. Yeah, the point I'm getting at is reality TV, because the lack of good writing. So that's what sitcoms went away, because you didn't have that.
You remember what they used to do back in the day called TV movies?
No, you older than me. I don't know what TV movies.
Stop it. It's when they would take one. It was when they would take one of those sitcoms, and instead of it being a half an hour, they would make it into an hour, and it would be like a 3-part series. That's what they would do. So this week it's an hour, next week is part 2, and it's 2 hours. So they would call it like a sitcom movie.
Talking like Shaka Zulu. Shaka Zulu.
No, not just Shaka Zulu.
No, I'm saying like Shaka Zulu. That was a mini series.
Yeah,
that was like one of the first mini series.
Right, but that was in its own little mini series. I'm talking about like Magnum PI. This episode is going to be an hour, and it's a 2-parter. So the next week is going to be an hour 2. It's going to be a to be continued. Okay. They called those little TV movies. That's what they called them.
I don't remember the name of it. I never knew that, but I know what you're talking about.
But that's where we are. We've evolved to that. There's no more sitcoms. Nobody's sitting down and watching necessarily a 30-minute show if I can't kind of sort of like binge watch it. So you have some shows that are 30 minutes, but they're not sitcoms. Sitcoms died with Charlie Sheen. Like, that's the last sitcom.
But that's the point I'm saying. Yeah, the lack of creativity is why these things die.
But wait, time out. Is it the lack of creativity or how people consume? Because
I think it's a lack of creativity.
Because sitcoms were never on Netflix. Sitcoms, well, the residual after they're done. But people don't. The sitcoms were always watched on channels like Fox, ABC, NBC, and CBS. So people don't watch those networks like that no more. So yes, they're gonna die.
I'm saying listen, we're gonna agree to disagree on this one.
We are.
I'm saying
because
lack of
it ain't creativity. It's how we
how
we consume.
You guys weigh in. Do y'all think it's the consumption of these shows, or do you think it's the lack of good quality writers out there and they ain't got no good content? And that's why reality TV took over.
Every one of those stations do like the CSIs and do all those kind of things. They ain't with it. Go ahead.
Question for you.
New topic. Yep.
Now we know COVID has impacted how people get money and what they do, right? Yep. From an entertainment standpoint, artists are hit. They can't really do shows like they did in the past.
Okay.
Past shows kind of that was crazy. Any hip hop artists, R&B artists, whoever you want to name that perform, singers, even comedians.
Yep. Okay.
What are some of the best shows that you saw? If you know what I'm saying, going and seeing people perform, and because think about it, I don't know if we ever gonna get back to a place where those big type of things will happen. This vaccine, I don't even know how real this vaccine is going to be, or is this a little Band-Aid? Find out people get COVID right after they take the vaccine 3 months later. You know what I mean? Because this stuff hasn't really been tested long term. But some of your favorite shows, or some of the most entertaining shows that you've been able to see?
2.
Who's that?
One was Hard Knock Life Tour.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
That was and Mary J. Blige and Hov when they went on tour.
So, that's good. So mine's were
that was fire.
Hard Knock Life Tour as well.
Yeah.
These two particular shows, Billy Nowicki, my boy Billy Nowicki, used to work at the Civic Center, got us front row seats. I think me and Shooter Sean went. Hard Knock Life.
Mm-hmm.
It was the rock. What was it? The
Rock
Hard Knock Life with
you talking about the
Rough Riders and Jay-Z and them.
Hard Knock Life was with Rough Riders and them.
That tour right there, and
Rock the Mic was something different.
And no, not so that tour and the Cash Money, and I think Rough Rider tour. Those two tours.
I ain't see that one.
Off the chain. But hold on, one of my favorite, most entertaining. Matter of fact, it's 2 of them, and I'm gonna go in this reverse order. Prince. I went and seen Prince on his alleged farewell tour when he first was retiring. Mm-hmm. One of the best shows ever
seen.
Prince had like a diamond on the stage, or not a diamond, like a cross setup.
Mm-hmm.
He changed clothes constantly, had a different color guitar for every outfit he had on. Each band member did a crazy long solo at different points in the show.
Mm-hmm.
He brought someone up from the crowd, put him on stage, had a waiter come out, had them order food, sat there with food and drink, and they watched the whole show or the remainder of the show on stage.
Mm-hmm.
He then brought people on stage to dance while he's performing. That was at this little section, about 10 people that stood up there just jamming and dancing while he's performing. One of the best shows ever. But one of my all-time best shows.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Benno already thinking about this one.
I got 2 more.
MC Hammer. I seen Hammer
I can see
twice.
I can see that. The energy in the
Went
show.
and seen him the second time. Because of the first time. Hammer got on there. Hand me my guitar. I gotta bring it down there for Hammer.
I got 2 more.
Wait, hold on. Hand me my guitar first. I gotta tell you about Hammer first. Hammer!
This dude.
Put him in the mix.
This dude.
Hammer. Listen, Hammer came on there with them 3, 5, 7
Hammer.
girls. The second time, Hammer had fireworks inside the building.
I'm sure he did.
He had 2 big hammers banging on the first tour. He came out on a globe on the second tour. Hammer had like 50 people on stage, killing it. The energy in the room. I've seen many people perform, but ain't nobody turn up like Hammer.
So,
I think the closest was the Cash Money Boys.
I'm going to say...
Hammer.
I'm going to say...
Hammer. Put me in the mix.
Seeing Elephant Man live, that was fire.
That might be like Hammer. I can see that.
Elephant is off the
Man
chain.
is real.
And Capleton, when he was on his Fire tour, he came to the West. Off the chain. Off the chain.
Now you want to go back to hood shows.
No, I'm just saying, like, when I say I enjoy myself, I like, when I'm trying to tell you, like, when Ellie was doing his thing and when Capleton was on his Fire tour, that was I probably had more fun at those shows than the other 2 that I made.
So hold on.
But the shows is good. Those 4 right there is probably my best.
My favorite hood show might be years ago. Nas, Redman,
Where?
West Indian Club.
Oh, that's
Nas,
years
Redman,
ago. That's
Keith Murray.
That's after Illmatic. Has to be.
Yes. Keith Murray stage dive. Redman stage dive.
Yeah.
Yo, Keith Murray had the place turned up. This one, Keith
you
Murray.
Know he stay around here,
listen,
right?
Yo, he probably do. He caught that case out here, came back down here to live.
Yeah. I don't know if he
He
lived
did
down
time
here.
out here.
I don't know if he live out here, but I know he be out. You know, he was on the Ave using Rainbow one time.
Probably.
Walked in the store. Who
Yeah,
that?
when he
Keith
got
Murray.
out of, a little bit after he got out of jail, I know he was always out here.
Yeah,
Yo, Keith Murray had it so turned up. When I say lit, that's when them real MCs back in the 90s used to come to the hood to perform.
Mm-hmm.
They ain't even care. And it was hold on.
And
Nas,
get robbed.
Hold
get
on.
robbed.
Yeah, that used to happen too.
Yeah, and get
Or, you
robbed.
know, or get into it. You know how
Shout out-
uptown. You know how
shout out
dudes
to
was fighting the
Woo.
Woo.
Shout out to Woo.
Yeah, you know how they was fighting with the Woo. You know what I mean? That's why the Woo loved us. That's why them the Shaolin dudes.
Real niggas lick shots. Peace, Connecticut.
So on that
Just
note,
put y'all on to where that came from.
so know what a lot of people told me, right? Back in the
That's
day, a
what
lot
I
of
mean.
my people that used to go up top, right,
Yeah.
and go to Shaolin. They said the reason why the Woo was really feeling us, besides them coming in here and getting into it with us, was because they said Shaolin, excuse me, was like Connecticut. You mean, you know how we kind of close to the city, but we you know what I mean, we're a 2-hour drive in from the city, and we got our own little vibe happening. We crazy wild in this little small little niche here.
Yep.
Yet we on our own thing. I heard that's how Staten Island was.
Staten Island.
So they said that Connecticut vibe, the project kind of vibe, the same way our projects kind of moved, how they projects moved. They said it was the same type of vibe. This is
like
what I
Philly,
heard
too.
from people say, yo, man, Shaolin and Staten Island, just like Hartford, it's kind of wild and crazy, and
We like
dudes
Philly,
over
too.
to the left.
We like Philly too. The look of it.
Yeah.
The look of it. We're like Philly.
yeah, I can
If you
see
ever
that.
been to Philly? And, like for me, the first time I ever went to Philly, I was like, yo, this shit look like Hartford.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, those are my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah.
Those are my shows right there, man.
So what do you think? I never seen, you know who I wanted to see? Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
Well, here the
I
thing.
seen Big, though. I ain't see Big Did I see Big perform? I seen Big when I was in Miami.
I
At
never
Miami
got-
Nights one night.
I never got to see Big before.
I don't think I ever seen Big perform. Did I see Big?
I never got to see Big before.
Can't remember.
I wish I would have.
I seen Big, though.
Him and Michael Jackson.
Mike Jackson's what I wanted to see.
I heard he came to the Civic Center back in the day.
Who was that?
and Michael
Mike
Jackson.
Yeah.
Before
back
the
then.
before
Yeah,
the
I
roof
heard.
caved in.
Yeah.
You ain't know that.
No, that.
Yeah, the roof caved in.
The roof, that don't shock me.
Yeah, the roof caved in on that building.
That roof caved in the Civic Center.
Yeah,
That type of shit don't shock me.
I hear all of
That whole place was just a wreck.
Mm-mm.
Poppy. I can't have nothing to rhyme with that, so I just
Yo,
had to
listen.
throw that somewhere in there.
You know what you could do? You know what you could do? You can hand me that guitar. Though.
No, I ain't
You can hand
finished.
me- yeah,
Yo,
you know, you
we
can
got to
give
go
it to
back
me.
to this topic.
What topic?
Women doing body alterations and men doing body alterations.
I'm all set.
Augmentations, whatever you want to call it.
Men doing it, I'm all set.
What's your take on women?
What about it?
Are you all set? Or you think, are you in agreement with it or you don't like it?
To a point.
To a point.
To a point.
Me?
When you start,
I only
messing with
like
the-
it to see it.
When you,
I don't like it on camera.
Here's how I look
I
at it.
don't like women. Women don't change your body. God gave you it. When that body changes due to having and bringing on a life, let it be. When them stretch marks happen, let it be. If your
Yeah,
chest
I'm-
ain't that
I'm not
big,
so- I'm not too
you don't
worried
supposed to
about-
have that. It looks good on camera though.
It's up to you. up
I
to
ain't
you.
know, man. I don't think so.
I'll
I
leave
think
it up to the choice of them.
then why you got a problem with dudes do it then? When the Kanye West and the Funk Master Flex, when they do all that little wild nonsense, they lipo and all that crazy stuff.
Because I wouldn't do it.
Wrong is wrong, man.
I wouldn't
I
do
don't
it.
think nobody should do it.
I just, it's a double standard, but
Oh, so you're admitting that you are one of them double standard individuals.
I'm not a double standard individual. I understand that it is a double standard.
But you just
That I
you
feed
agreed
into
to the
it.
double.
I
Yeah,
feed
that's what I'm
into it.
saying. You just,
I do feed
you
into
just
it.
said
I'm
you.
not, I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I
Dude.
didn't. I feed into it. I look at it like this. And I guess it's not a double standard more than it is feeding into the stereotype that men are supposed to be men. And if you
Yeah.
looking to lose weight, then hit the gym.
Hit the gym.
Hit the gym.
Come on, son.
Right? I feel the same way about women, but if you feel like, yo, I'm hitting the gym, but I want to get kind of back to how I looked when I was younger because it makes me feel better as a person, I don't knock that. That's how I look at it.
So me, this is what I say.
You don't
I
knock
don't.
it?
I don't knock it. I don't prefer it, but it looks good on camera.
I don't
It looks
knock
good in the videos.
I don't knock it.
I don't prefer it though. And let me
I
say
don't
this:
like it.
I don't have a problem with a little
what-
tucking. Well, let me say.
so what are
Wait,
we-
let me finish.
what are
Let me
we
say. Let me
actually
say.
talking about?
I don't have a problem with the nip and tuck and all that stuff there. I have a problem with the let me add something in here that's foreign. The fake
Okay,
butts and the
so-
fake chest.
Yeah,
That's the problem I have.
I don't.
Now,
I
if
don't-
you just cutting it and tucking it and pushing it, I have no problem with that. Don't add to it.
So
That's
let me,
my.
so let me
don't
ask you.
add
So
to
let
it.
me ask you a question.
No foreign objects.
Let me ask
Foreigner.
you a question. Let me
No,
ask you a
don't. No
question.
foreigner.
Let me ask you a question.
Foreigner.
What if?
Foreigner.
What if the girl? So what is it? Is it The size, or does it just not? Is it what
It's
is it about
foreign,
it that you
man.
don't like it?
It's
They don't
foreign.
Like it. But if you never knew,
You always know. You always know. Trust me.
no,
Trust me, young buck.
Do you?
You know.
So let me ask you a question.
Trust
me. Answer the question though.
What's the question?
Don't say you just don't.
Size
know.
is a problem too.
No, but is size the problem?
Yeah, to me, when you go
Because if
beyond
it
what
looks
looks natural.
all right. But if it looked natural and you didn't know, you weren't wise enough to it, would you have a problem with it?
I probably still. I wouldn't have I never would have a problem with any of it, but I
No,
wouldn't prefer it.
I'm saying if it looked natural.
I wouldn't prefer it.
But what difference do it make? If you don't know the difference,
everything.
It's one thing to say, okay, I know what
I'm
you
always
look like
gonna know.
now,
I got one of my eyes.
I don't know.
I know. I see all.
But you would have to see beforehand.
Nah, I can tell. Yo,
How?
I can tell.
How?
It's obvious. It doesn't look. It doesn't.
All right,
it doesn't hit naturally.
So let's say this.
I've
right?
never seen one that hits naturally to.
You
yet.
never seen what?
Never seen a fake butt or chest that's natural looking. Never.
So,
you can't show
all
me
right.
one. You
So-
can line 10 up. I guarantee I can tell you which 10 is wrong.
I'll take that bet.
Any day, bro.
I'll take
Any
that
day.
bet. I'll take that
Any
bet.
day.
You know they do that on YouTube, right?
What?
You know they do that on YouTube. They do those type of. Can you tell whether or not
Man,
somebody
all
butt
day.
is real?
I can tell all day.
So what I'm gonna do is,
Yep.
what we gonna do is, and we gonna tape this.
Yes.
We gonna go on these episodes that I'm talking about on YouTube, and before they
You can get some
answer,
real life ones. You can get some
Be-
real life
before
ones if
they
you got
answer,
some.
before they answer,
Yep.
you answer.
10
And
for
say,
10,
you
y'all.
tell me-
Easy.
Okay.
10 for 10, y'all. Easy.
You heard him, right?
Watch me.
All right. Okay.
I'm going to go on somewhere with technology.
Yep.
Because, man, you had a debate before about this.
Did we? Have
Yes, we
debated
did.
about
I'm
a
gonna
lot
tell
of
you.
stuff. You gotta be more specific.
This guy, yeah, we debated about a lot of stuff. This guy right here, and I'm going to sing a farewell song to this particular piece of technology.
Joe.
Blackberry.
Yo, you know what I heard?
Blackberry.
Hold on. You know what I heard? I heard that you're supposed to give me that guitar. Yo, let me get that.
Blackberry. There's no way to survive.
I hate him and this guitar.
If you don't change and you didn't, so you're dead and you died.
Yeah.
I don't know, dead and died. I know it's wrong. Remember we had this debate?
About?
After BlackBerry died, because it died, it was completely
did die.
murdered because they didn't evolve when
Yep.
everybody else evolved from buttons to screens. And shockingly, it's crazy when you see these companies. And when you see these companies that run a particular niche, such as corporate America, and they are the go-to device in corporate America. And at this time, as you know, I was working in corporate America, and I was testing iPhones and Android devices when BlackBerry was running everything. And we were testing these applications within to see about using these tools as well.
What did I say?
Oh, I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you what you
Tell me
said.
what
I'm
I
gonna
said.
tell you what you said.
Tell me what I said.
So, at this time, BlackBerry was running the game. Not the debate we have, but back in the day, for those that know, BlackBerry used to run corporate America. That was the device of
That's a
choice.
fact.
Get their emails and all that, and do their BBMs and all that other stuff there.
Yep.
And little by little, phones came out. iPhone came out.
2008, 6?
Yep.
2006.
Touchscreen, Android phones started coming out with that. You had Evo and all those phones here. When those phones and that technology started little by little getting integrated in security systems, were the security applications that came out from a corporate standpoint
BBM was still the
allowed
standard.
those to be used as used devices. Little by little, BlackBerry still with a tool, but there were applications that companies felt were secure enough to allow the Apple platform to have emails and stuff go through there, and the Android platforms. Little by little, them BBB got phased out. Man, you had this debate after they got phased out. We was on WhatsApp, right? We started WhatsApp when it first came out.
Yep.
We've been on WhatsApp since day one. I remember when I first seen it,
Yeah,
right?
it's going on like 10 years now.
Yeah.
Almost.
So
not
we on
more.
WhatsApp technology features. BlackBerry announced that they coming out with BBM app. This guy right here said, "Oh, watch what BlackBerry do. Trust me, people love their BlackBerry BBM. That app's gonna come over and take over." I said, "They ain't gonna mess with WhatsApp." No, trust me, it might knock WhatsApp out because people love BBM and yada yada yada. This, that, third. I said that thing ain't gonna do nothing. They do a post or something. Remember they did that post saying you could download it ahead of time or schedule your BBM. We went on it, people getting it. That app came out for those that got the BBM app. Trash. I told them it was going to be trash, and it was trash. I told them ahead of time, that app ain't going to do jack, and it's trash. It came out with old technology. They dropped that new app with a whole bunch of old back technology, and you said it was going to be hot. Yeah, look over there. See, you can look out the window. When they look away, he ain't got nothing to say. When he look away, he ain't got shit to say.
This is what I be talking about, man.
When
This is what I be talking about. Ask him what was the point of bringing this up.
Oh,
and then ask
you were
him,
wrong.
And that I was wrong. See, it's an event. I want you to understand that when I'm wrong,
I gotta bring something back.
It's an event. Because I'm really wrong in our discussion. That's what he's
really
showing
wrong.
you.
He's really wrong. Like
That's
you said,
what he's
you heard
showing
him.
you.
He's really wrong in our discussion.
So let's see if I'm really wrong. So let's be real.
Yeah.
When BlackBerry decided to come out with their own app, which is after their phone stopped selling,
and it was terrible.
Right.
I just want to make sure we emphasize
regardless
it was
of whether or not
terrible,
it was terrible,
and you thought it was going to be good.
The idea behind them still hanging on to what kept people with their Blackberries to begin with, which was the BBM. That was one of the main features that people loved, which is why they segmented it away from just their phones and decided that they wanted to add it to all the other phones that were out there. You had more subscribers on BBM than you did any other app. It's not my fault that the app was trash.
I told you it was going to be trash.
I can't remember whether you told me it was going to be trash.
Oh man, you hear when they say they can't remember? Yo,
I don't know if it can be trash or not. But the rollout, we discussed this.
When people say it's going to be,
and this is why I say it's funny, because we had a discussion because they rolled it out and they sent it to specific people. Yeah, because remember
you had to register to get it early or whatever.
And we had a conversation about it and saying like,
I was one of the people that got early.
And we was like, yo, that's not the way to go. That's not the way you just roll it out.
It was terrible. But the features was terrible.
And I agree.
They dropped after WhatsApp.
I can't help it.
Was out in the game for a while, taking over.
But here's the thing.
And it's every bit of it was
the moment outdated. The moment they became public, WhatsApp had like an update that added like every feature that BlackBerry could actually give you. That's what
BlackBerry had nothing new.
No, but my point being is I forget what it was that they had that was like BlackBerry exclusive. Hold on,
because remember you were on that BlackBerry with your music thing. Because remember BlackBerry, you could see what somebody listening to.
No, I don't remember that.
You don't remember BlackBerry had some little whatever you're listening to, somebody else can listen to it. I mean, somebody else can see what you're listening to at that time. Whatever music you're playing on your phone.
I don't remember.
It was a trash feature. It ain't mean. It's like
if it's trash, then I probably don't. That's probably.
It was like okay, and that's almost like somebody seeing your playlist in Apple Music.
BlackBerry again. I thought you were bringing up BlackBerry because they've been trying to make a comeback.
They still trying to make a comeback?
Yeah, they've had multiple phones that they've tried to drop and stuff like that.
Hang it up.
Yeah, they
sell your technology. I don't even know if your BBM technology.
But a lot of people have lost the market. Evo's gone, and a bunch of other people they're not. But they got the one. They've got the one.
But hold on, but that's still under Android.
No, it's not under.
No,
Android.
what I'm saying is I'm talking about from an operating system because regardless of the individual, that's still an Android operating system. But you got Apple, Android. Remember, it was Apple, Android,
and what?
BBM and Microsoft.
It wasn't no BBM. BBM didn't have a
no, remember they had their own thing. That's what BlackBerries had their own network.
They had Microsoft. When they decided to, they had the regular type, what's it named? The regular type of phones that had the same type of trio interface, and those interfaces didn't necessarily have no names at the time. When they came out, when they tried to start competing with Samsung, with Evo, with Apple, they went with Microsoft's one and only operating system, and they had Microsoft on that, and Microsoft had a phone that they were working on that they had an operating system.
So but I thought I thought
BBM,
they had their own little
BlackBerry.
No. I'm gonna tell you this. They had something different. They had something different because it was a whole different platform, and that's how their stuff was more. Their stuff was secure. It was a separate.
No,
that BlackBerry little whatever. It was some straight BlackBerry.
Yeah, but
nobody else ain't had that.
Right, but that was only their network.
That's what I'm referring to.
Yeah, but it's not. But it's their. It wasn't their operating system. It was their network. Their BBM.
But at that time they didn't have a operating system. They weren't on anything like that.
That's what I'm saying. When you say
so
Apple,
what I'm saying, okay,
Apple and Sam.
Okay, what I meant
Apple and Android. You're talking about operating.
Okay, what I'm saying. So what I'm talking about is their net. What I'm saying at that time there was different networks out there. You had. Know what I'm saying? I'm saying you had Android functioning this way. You had Apple on this. You had BlackBerry on that. They were on 3 different things.
Yeah, no, but I think the BlackBerry's network was their network. BlackBerry's network was their network, where their messages and stuff like that were on their network. But when you look at when you look at Apple and you look at Android, they had the software, they had the operating systems, but stuff like their messaging, that all was text messaging through what's it name? That was text messaging through AT&T or whatever carrier you had.
All right. I want you to tell me, because you told me this the other day.
Yep.
What was it? You said, what was it? WhatsApp? What did WhatsApp sell for? The messaging application WhatsApp. I thought, because I remember we had this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Snapchat, I remember Snapchat was up there. They were getting brought out somebody was trying to buy them for $2 billion. And then there was a Japanese or Asian company that actually offered them like $4 billion, $2 billion in stock options, and $2 billion in cash. Matter of fact, I think it was offered $3 billion. But then a Japanese company said, I'll give you $4 billion, $2 billion in stock options. They denied both of those, which to me was foolish. I said, man, they're going to re-engineer your code before Instagram did it. And they did.
Mm-hmm.
And they were going.
Mm-hmm.
They were going like Vine and all them other ones that got MySpace and Black Planet and all those other ones that died. But what did you tell me that Facebook, because WhatsApp actually sold for?
Yeah,
you guys.
The conversation that we were having is that the government has told Facebook that they have to give up. They have to sell Instagram and they have to sell WhatsApp.
Yeah, and they're monopolizing the industry.
Yeah, they said that they were monopolizing the industry. So, and we were going back and forth on when they purchased Instagram and WhatsApp, where were they at the time, and were there other social media networks out there because why would you let them buy it if that's what they're doing?
It's almost like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Right.
We're gonna let you buy it.
Why did you approve
help you
the sale?
build it up even more?
Yeah.
Then we're gonna say you can't have it.
Yeah. Why approve the sale if you're gonna tell them to break it up to 6
and
7 years later?
For? And when did it sell? And what did it sell
here's
for?
Here's the question. First, which one do you think sold for more, Instagram or WhatsApp? What did you tell me?
I told you. I told you this. I thought WhatsApp because WhatsApp came after.
Yep, that's a fact.
But I was off on the amount.
Right.
Because I said I thought WhatsApp sold for more. Yep. And probably because if they was offering Snapchat back then for $1 billion, I was like, shit, WhatsApp probably sold for like $5 or $6 billion.
Yep. So Instagram sold for
billions.
Instagram sold for $1 billion in 2012.
$1 billion.
2 years later, they bought WhatsApp for $19 billion.
$19 billion. That's
crazy.
Yo, crazy. That's why Snapchat should have sold. I don't think they're really making this money because all the young kids that went to Snapchat, they left Instagram with the Snapchat because of the stories. Instagram got the stories. They went right back to Instagram.
And they're on TikTok as well.
And they're on TikTok. And yeah, TikTok. And they never left Twitter.
Right. Nobody leaves Twitter.
Yo, do you remember before Google? What would you use to search?
Google, Yahoo.
No, I'm gonna give you
sir.
No.
Yahoo,
to search. Where would you really would go?
Yahoo, America Online.
No, I'm talking about where would you go if you had a question?
Ask something.
What's that Ask
called?
Jeeves.
Yeah, Ask Jeeves. Whatever that thing
Ask
was called.
Jeeves.
Yeah.
What happened to Ask Jeeves? Google murdered Jeeves. Remember it was a little dude?
You know that Apple, that's what Apple doing right now, right?
What, they trying to murder somebody?
They trying
Apple trying to get your body.
They're trying to create their own search engine.
I can see that.
Because they're tired of
Google and Android running that game.
Yeah,
I can see that. Ooh.
They're trying.
That's a tough one.
But Microsoft tried too.
Yeah, you can't listen, Google.
What's better, Siri or Alexa?
Alexa.
That's kind of the same thing to me. You're going to try and make a search engine. You got Siri, but Alexa's better.
Yeah.
That's the consensus at least, that Alexa's better and she can do more than Siri can. So,
and she's so integrated with everything because Amazon and all that other stuff there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, what do you do?
Yeah.
You bow down and die. Yeah. Die. Yo, hold on. What's that?
I was gonna say, but you know that all of these like major companies, they're trying to marry themselves. Because Microsoft has one too. I don't know his name or her name.
Yeah, Microsoft need to hang it up. Microsoft needs to stay with the software for corporate America.
But if you're on...
Do not come back in the phone game with those terrible phones.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
The voice feature on like a Fire Stick. What is that?
Alexa.
Is it?
Yeah.
You know you can change it, right?
To what? To Siri?
Something that Microsoft have.
Oh, you can? Oh, I didn't know that.
Samsung does that too. I think some of the Samsung TVs do that as well.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So like it'll search Bing instead of searching anything else.
Bing is the most. Yo, I hate that search thing. You search something on Bing, it's gonna bring you up 50 things that you got to then click in again to bring up another 50 that you still won't get to what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Bing was I think is the worst search engine ever designed.
Yeah.
Where's Jeeves at? Before I go to Bing, I'll go back to Ask Jeeves. Now I'm gonna talk about this.
Yep.
The power of persuasion. A lot of people don't understand that power. That's a power there. See, some people think, so I'm going to tell you where it comes from, right? So me and my youngin, we were having this debate. Mm-hmm. The debate is, and I've had this debate, it started on, me and I had it before, but then on the Brown Table, they posted this about, they had an interview of Dame Dash on the Breakfast Club. Mm-hmm. That time episode when he's talking about everybody's a boss, this, that, and a boss. You got to be a boss, and everybody around me a boss, and all that nonsense. And I say, yo, that's nonsense. I take some of the stuff Dame Dash says, but all that boss talk, everybody got to be a boss, backwards logic. Yep. Everybody can't be a boss. A company can't thrive if everybody's a boss. You can't move like you need to move if everybody's a boss. You need workers. And you have to understand the importance of workers and that they are normally the foundation. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they are empowered, because they are the foundation. And what their roles are need to be their roles. And everybody can't be a boss.
Okay.
For businesses to thrive.
Okay.
And like I told you, I should take this thing when I used to manage at Travelers, this G5 Leadership.
Yep.
Guy Kawasaki, the author Rich Dad Poor Dad, all those different authors, all those little motivational books, and I used to go on to these these presentations of things they used to have, and I'd call in and you can ask them questions and stuff, and then you can watch them even on demand after. Long story short, all these billionaires and millionaires, and you know what I'm saying, everything was about everybody having a role and understanding the importance of every role. Almost every one of them had the same message across the board. That's why his whole thing ain't make sense to me. Plus, like I told my youngin', I said, listen, what I say is take information and then apply it. And if you don't have an example to apply it yourself, then look at other examples and say, okay, if this guy is saying this and this guy is saying that, then assess the outcome of both individuals. The guy that's saying everybody has to be a boss, look at his track record. Mm-hmm. Then look at the guy that's saying everybody, you know what I'm saying? Right. So not to knock Dame, but there's a lot of failed nonsense that he done did that we see, and his track record doesn't look good preaching the model of everybody got to be a boss. It makes no sense. So to me, and then I say, hey, yo, listen, it's right in front of you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody being a boss doesn't make anything work. Plus, the understanding for me is this. And pay attention, you guys, especially you youngins. To be successful, it's not about being a boss. To run things, it's not about being a boss. It's about being a leader. A leader controls stuff versus the boss.
Being a leader is not necessarily.
No, but that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
Not being a boss.
Yeah, that's the point I'm getting at.
Yeah, I know.
Being a leader is not being a boss, because this is what you got to understand. You can say that this individual is the boss, but the guy that puppet masters the whole thing behind leads everything. Power of persuasion leads everything. So being a leader, you can direct and do stuff when you're not even the boss. You can have this person do A, B, and C because you lead. That's why if you know in some situations people say, hey, the lady of the house is really running the house. The man is looking at he's the boss, but everything he's doing, she's really puppet mastering everything. Whether she's, hey, honey, I think we should boom, 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 and make him think that he came up with that idea. And he like, yeah, yeah, babe, that's a good idea. She's leading that whole show if you don't pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So what you guys got to understand is the power of persuasion. That's why I was going with the power of persuasion.
Yeah, I've been waiting.
Because people don't really understand that. And one of my favorite movies, hey, leave me alone. One of my favorite movies is the movie Inception.
It's a good movie.
It's
a good movie.
And part of the reason is because it dealt with the power of persuasion, planting the seed, making a person even think that's something before. So when they wake up, they want to do something based off of the seed that you planted in.
Yep.
You got to have your kick there, so you make sure you get out of them dreams and be a survivor. Y'all got to watch that if you haven't seen it. And that's with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Or is it the other dude?
No, it's Leonardo. Yeah. So anyway.
Yep.
Inception. So power of persuasion. What are your thoughts behind that? To me, it's deep. Think about that, you guys. If you really want to be a leader, stop thinking all that bossing up nonsense. Bosses don't mean jack. You got to be a leader. You got to know how to persuade people. You ain't always got to be the person at the end of the day doing the action. You got to be the person that controls the action.
So I think you have to have perspective, right? To have the proper.
Somebody like gunshot with guitar.
To have sort of the power of persuasion, so to speak. I just think it's getting people to understand your perspective on something and agreeing to that perspective, right? So they might see something one way, but then trying to get them to see it another way.
That's powerful.
Right? That is powerful.
Not even trying to. When you achieve it. That's
right?
the power.
But here's the thing. The power lies in whether they agree with you or not. You've made such a good case that they're like, all right.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
When you get them to concede, even if they don't want to.
So that's the thing.
Powerful.
It's
power.
It's if you can, in a leadership position, whether it be at work or in a business or in your household and stuff like that, being able to discuss the situation and get everybody on the same page, that's leadership, not necessarily being a boss.
Before you go further, I just want to make sure people understand that. Understand, once again, power of persuasion. Like Steve said, they don't have to agree with what you are saying. They might, no matter what, do not agree with it. They might not agree with that at any point. But did they concede and turn around and be like, all right, that's powerful. If a person can be like, man, I ain't even, but you know what, okay. You persuaded them to actually go against what they even think is right.
Yeah, you know
power.
what? It's not necessarily like, even then, it's not necessarily that, you're going against what you thought was right. It's a case was made to where you might say, okay, I can see your point of view. Let's try. Right? So like that is, and then you have to be, that's kind of being a leader, but not necessarily being a boss. A boss could just be like, this is how it's going to be done and get it done.
Yeah.
And then now the morale,
that old bullying nonsense.
The morale of the people who are under you is bad versus allowing people to give their input.
It's and about then the morale.
You come together. Even if I feel strongly about doing it one way, I can understand if you're saying to me that you truly understand where I'm coming from, but you think you took that into account when you made your decision, then I'm like, all right, then let's try it. That's it. And that's where the persuasion comes in. So
I know this is off the subject, but this is the holiday time. I'm going to say pause ahead of time.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Yo.
No.
The mistletoe is a parasite. Little knowledge for you people, if y'all didn't know that.
Is a parasite or
the
poison?
Mistletoe is a parasite.
Help me understand.
The mistletoe is a parasite, for those that didn't know. The mistletoe is a parasite, for those that didn't know. When you go underneath that thing called the mistletoe, understand it's a parasite.
Explain that.
The mistletoe is a parasite.
Explain.
It lives off of the tree that it's on, sucking the nutrients out of it. Yeah, mistletoe is a parasite. A little education for you guys.
What was the point of that?
I don't know. I just had to throw it out there.
What was the point of that?
I don't know.
Mistletoe is a
parasite.
Okay, as long as it ain't on you.
I'm gonna throw another thing out there that is
just random.
Random.
One of Dexter's random
Listen
facts.
to this.
Right.
Dexter's random facts. Not even a fact. This is a fact. The point is, what do people always do when they're on mute? Whisper. Think about it. You never notice when people put the phone on mute? They're like, yo, listen. Yo, you're on mute. Why are you whispering?
Yeah, I don't do that.
I do that all the time. And hold up. And then when I catch somebody else doing it, I mess with them all the time. Be like, shh, like you on mute.
Because that's
and
when
I get louder.
That's when you used to have a phone.
I intentionally get louder.
You put your hand over the receiver and you just, you know what I'm saying?
I'm not that old. I don't know about that.
Like, yo, yeah, all right.
I don't know about them phones he's talking about.
And I know about them. So, see? He don't know about the phone that's behind him.
All right, so this, I want to finish here. We're going to get a little bit serious, you guys, as we always do around this time. What's the Dr. Dre say? As we do about this time. Was that the Chronic?
Proceed to give you what you need. That's
we
so
do
different.
about this time. No, I'm talking about that was Dr. Dre and Snoop. I want to talk about success, right? This is my thought, and let me know if you agree with this. When it comes to success and being successful at something, and definitely, you guys, make sure your younger kids, you want to have them tune into this. Pay attention. Make sure you also share, like, and subscribe. We be dropping jewels, so y'all better take these jewels, man. We ain't charging y'all yet for these. Might get charged in the future.
They not fugazi.
You know what I'm saying? These ain't fugazi. These is real. Listen to this, y'all. It's kind of deep. For some people. For other people, y'all might be like, you know what I mean? This is every day for y'all. I believe that in today's time is impossible to fail. And success is the easiest thing out there.
Run that by me again.
In today's time, I believe it's impossible to fail. And success is the easiest thing out there. Let me drop it on you. Let me let you know. Pause. Let me let you know why or how.
I'll get you. Let the people know.
This is why. People, think about this. Everything. Well, let me say this. Anything that you know in today's time that people are doing, that they're mastering, that they're winning at, that they're achieving, that they're getting probably the most accolades or the most financial rewards from, what is the same story across the board? Consistency. I don't know if me and you had this talk before, but I think we did. McDonald's can sell a rock to 1 million people by just putting a whole bunch of commercials out there constantly with rocks. Consistency.
That's not where the consistency lies with McDonald's.
No. What I'm saying is this. I'm saying consistency in regards to constantly showing or demonstrating something people associate with repetitiveness and constantly showing it.
Their food tastes the same all the time. But it's never gonna change. It's gonna be the same. But the
commercial, they can sell you some nasty nuggets. Pause. You keep going to get them nasty nuggets because them commercials keep coming 24/7.
Yeah, but
consistency.
How you view the nuggets is not necessarily how somebody else views the nuggets. What is important is no matter what, they taste the same every time. We had this discussion about Kentucky. You went back to Kentucky and you were like, yo, what is this? Y'all don't have this anymore?
They ain't had the potato wedges.
You'll never have that at McDonald's. You'll always be able to get your fries. You'll always be able to get your nuggets. You'll always be able to get your whatever.
I'm going.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah, the point I'm saying is that, like I said, they can have people run out there crazy for a rock. Remember back in the day, the Beanie Babies?
Yeah.
Why? Because they constantly showed them 24/7 and ran commercial after commercial after commercial. So the consistency a lot in today's times, if you stay at something 24/7, you're probably going to win because you're going to constantly show your resilience and that you're staying at it. I don't know anything. I can go over a ton of things that I've seen out there on social media, on products. You can go across the whole gamut or whatever that I seen that survived. And I'm like, damn, I know the only reason they survived was because, they market this shit 24/7. And it ain't even good. It's because they're marketing 24/7. So you'll be successful.
Yes,
I don't know how long you'll be successful for, but you'll be successful.
There's a caveat to the consistency. You're consistently trying to reach a goal, but you're not consistently doing the thing that keeps allowing you to fail.
What? What did that guy just say?
Okay, so let me ask you a question. So let me put it to you this way. You said you're
consistently reaching a goal, but you're not consistently doing things that...
No, you're consistently trying to reach a goal.
Yeah.
Right? but you're not consistently doing the same thing if that is not allowing you to reach your goal. So you don't want to consistently do something that consistently make a mistake over and over and over again.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's the one caveat. Like you learn from your mistakes, but you're consistently working towards your goal.
Correct. There we go. Caveat is always like caviar.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but you need it.
Yeah. So.
But you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So with that being said, there's a message in that for you young kids out there and you older kids out there and you adults and everybody that can just take a little bit of information. Be consistent. Stay at it. Stay hard. To Steve's point, the caveat, tweak your model when needed.
Yeah.
Take feedback. Take positive feedback. Take negative feedback. Understand when to tweak it. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stay consistent at this and we're going to tweak it how we want to tweak it.
That's a fact.
Yeah. No, but no, we take feedback as well. But we're going to stay consistent at it. And when y'all see us with 1 million subscribers, 1 million views, then y'all know that we stayed at it and we was consistent.
So let me ask you a question.
If you don't, then you know we fell off and we threw our logic out the window.
Let me ask you a question. I want to go back to a subject that we broached before.
What's that?
When we were talking about Kyrie. No, don't say this, dude. Don't say this, dude.
Let's go. Let's go.
You sent
Let's
me.
go. We go.
You sent me the interview with Kevin Durant. What did you think about what he had to say?
He said, which one? When he was sitting there talking about Kyrie, and we know how Kyrie is, and everybody
when he was sitting there on what's that? All the Smoke.
How people just come at Kyrie all the time. This is what I felt. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I felt deep down, KD was saying, "Yeah, I know that's my man. I'm rocking with him, but he be with the bullshit." That's what I really felt. He was saying it without really calling his man out. Little things he was saying subtly in there sound like he was like, yeah, I know my man with the bullshit. I know he jump out there sometimes and people come at him for that. And he even said, wait a minute, I sent you it because I think Katie said in there the same thing I told you. Yo, he shouldn't have went out there and said it because he know how it's going to be perceived anyway.
That he did not say that.
He said something to that. He said something like that.
He did not say that. So where you were
somebody said something like that.
When you originally was saying, what you just was saying, yes, he was alluding to,
that's how Kyrie is.
When they were talking about when they were talking about the flat earth thing. But what they all said was, why you've never heard a teammate say anything bad about Kyrie? As much as the media, hold on, because this is what he was saying.
I think Kyrie's a good guy too.
Hold on, time out. You're telling me, you sent this to me. He said, yo, even Kevin Durant said, yo, the media does twist what he says.
We know that.
The media.
Hold on, we said that, and I told you, if you know, listen, hey, audience, I said to him, I said, listen, if you know the media twists what you say, right? If you know this is the outcome, and you know this happened, like I told you, he knows this happens. So why are you still going to say something in a way where you know they're going to sit there and twist it? Why are you going to feed into it? Go back and say, well, y'all twisted my words. They was going to do it from the gate when you said it.
So here's
why you going to say something that you know people going to look at and be like, wow, that seemed kind of funny.
Then when he said, you know what? I ain't talking to y'all. Everybody got mad.
I'm not me. I'm okay.
Everybody got mad. Everybody like, yo, why? Oh no, find him, and make it go up every single time that he don't talk.
Listen.
So now I'm getting fined. And
talk.
What he said? He said, well, just send that money to the what's it name. And then what did he do recently? He jumped on and he spoke. And when he jumped on and spoke, they got him for speaking. Oh, I thought you wasn't gonna speak. Yo, he can't win. He cannot win. So my point,
it's a flat earth thing.
So my point being is, again,
those that think the earth is flat will never win.
If you think that if your issue is because you thought it was a shot, right, that he took at LeBron.
Listen, I told you this. This is what I told you.
You thought it was a shot.
I'm gonna tell you this.
You thought it was a shot.
That's what I told you.
Oh, okay.
I said I think a part of it had some validity to it. Yeah, I said, but I think it was a shot. Not saying. Not saying that. We know what KD is in regards to what KD does.
Yep.
So what he was saying was somewhat factual in regards to because he's beside a dude that can whatever.
But he feels the same way about the media.
Hold on. But right? I said I think a part of it was a shot. You even said that.
What?
Yeah, it might be a little mixture of both.
What?
That's what you said the other day.
What?
That you think you can see how it could be a mixture of. It was factual, but a mixture of a shot in there as well.
No, that was Troy. That wasn't me. That was Captain Saucy. That was
Captain
Saucy. I didn't say that. I didn't say that. What I said to you is why don't you give him the benefit of the doubt? I said I gave you a
That's
scenario.
where it went to.
I gave you a scenario of LeBron James.
That's where it
and
went to.
how-
Hold on.
how he gets the benefit of the doubt,
And that's what you said.
and he don't get a benefit of the doubt.
And that's when you said it. You said it could be because you said,
No,
but he doesn't get the
but
benefit of the doubt. Hold on. But you did say it could be. You said, yeah, it could
but
be a little bit of that
wasn't-
of in
hold
there.
on, hold on, time
but
out.
he needs to get the benefit of the doubt.
No, what I was saying was, even if that was the case, I didn't say
Which
I
it
thought
was
it was
the
a
case.
shot. I said, even if that's the case, why is it?
You don't think it was a shot?
I already told you I don't. So
Audience, put in the comment section if you think that was a shot.
everybody, like I said, the first time you ever heard the comments, you heard it under already a skewed. You never heard the comments. Somebody reported off the rip. Oh, he takes a shot at LeBron. That's how you saw it on the shows. That's how it was reported before you actually got to hear it. That is my point. You already were skewed in that direction. And because it's LeBron James, who we know never really had a jumper.
Oh, there you go. Hey, he's a James hater.
Why is
So I
that?
don't hate Kyrie.
Oh
I think
my God.
Kyrie's a.
No, I'm not. It's not a hate.
a killer.
It's not a hate. It's a
He's a
reality.
James.
It's
James
a
ain't never had
reality.
what?
It's a reality.
James never had a what?
Did he develop his
I'm
jump
asking you a
shot?
question.
Did
Oh,
he
yeah.
develop his jump shot? Did he
Yeah.
develop a jump shot?
Yeah.
Okay, so he developed it. He didn't walk into the league with it. Wait. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm telling you. I'm gonna tell you what I think.
It ain't no
I think it wasn't
It's
a heavily
fact.
used weapon, but I
Nah,
think
it
he
wasn't-
always had it.
It wasn't a weapon in his repertoire.
think he always had that weapon there.
Nah, he ain't never had no. He had the ability to make shots, but he did not have a jumper. That's why a lot of his career he drives to the hole nonstop. He is a freight train coming down that lane because
You
his
said he
jumper,
couldn't. He ain't have a three. Did he have a three?
no, he definitely didn't have a three. He definitely didn't have a three. I don't know what
He
you
has
talking
one now?
about. I don't know what you. Yeah, he hits
Okay,
shots
that's
now.
okay. I'm just making sure.
Didn't I say develop?
Okay.
Did I not say
But
develop?
ain't that what the best do?
What?
Don't the best develop? Don't you evolve and
But
develop?
that's neither. That's not.
so what's your
that
point
has
you was
nothing
getting
to
at?
do with what I'm saying. And what
Okay.
I'm saying is
He didn't
LeBron
have something.
James
He ended
was
up
not-
having it.
What did Kyrie say? He said, "Me."
What you
taking
saying
the
back
last
when he
shot.
was with Kyrie? He didn't have it.
Oh,
I'm asking you a question. Are you talking about back when he was with Kyrie? He didn't have
you
it.
You let me know when I can speak. You let me.
I'm asking you a
let
question.
me know.
Back with
Nah,
Kyrie.
I don't.
Where your Sour Patch
I
Kids?
don't-
You got
I
your
don't-
Sour Patch Kids?
Nah, because you
You get your Sour Patch.
you keep asking me
I think I got
questions.
some Sour Patch Kids.
Every
for
time I'm trying to explain something,
him.
and that's what you do.
Sour Patch Kids.
That's what you do. So I'm
got a little sour.
I'm trying my best to explain, but you got
All right,
questions
go.
that need to get answered. So yes, when he was with Kyrie, when he was with LeBron James,
When LeBron James with LeBron James?
when he was with LeBron James, Kyrie Irving, I can easily see how Kyrie Irving felt like when it comes to taking the last shot, I'm the best option no matter what. I can see that. And I can also see, like I said in the last show, that he looks over at KD and he like, well, yeah, whoever's hot. Because that man right there is a dagger thrower. He is. He's known for it.
And that can all be true. But to say
That
it on a
is
particular stage when you know that people will look at
why
it
am
as
I-
a shot.
Again, why
Wait,
am
hold
I-
on. With all that being true, you say that on a particular stage and platform, you know people going to look at it as being a shot because of your estranged relationship with your former teammate. Do you say it? No, you don't.
Yes,
If you don't want
I
to, wait.
I say
If
what I
you don't
wanna
want to hear the
say.
critical,
I
then expect people
No,
coming back
hold
saying
on,
another
hold on.
thing. You're
He
dealing
didn't-
with the real world.
Hold on, time out. It's not again
The real
what are-
world. If you say something like
but
that, you know people
again,
gonna come back.
What are we talking about? We're not talking about he didn't expect people to skew his what he had to say. He's asking why. Why are you skewing what I had to say?
Because you
Why are
Kyrie and you seem like you
Oh,
hating.
see,
that's why.
That's where the hate. Look at your face.
I'm saying.
That's
I'm
pure
saying
hate.
this is what they say. No,
But
I'm
that's-
rocking.
but
I
that's
like
pure
Kyrie.
hate.
Kyrie used a
That's
killer when it
pure
comes to
hate,
basketball.
though.
But I'm
That's
telling you what
pure
it
hate,
seemed
though.
like, bro.
That's pure hate.
I'm just saying Kyrie seemed that particular
but
way.
you can tell the media is pure hate. That's my point. That's the only point I'm making. It's pure hate.
But that's the media and you know it, so why you feed into it? That's my point that I'm making.
I
Kyrie knows the media does this. So to make a statement like that,
But
you
that
got to be
doesn't
ready to say they about to
Say
come back
what?
at me.
I got to be ready to say what?
You got to not be able to say anything. You got to
What
be
I gotta be
prepared for
said?
not say Kyrie has to be prepared for.
So when
they going to come back at me.
So here's the question then. Here's the question.
What?
Okay, they turned my
Yeah.
they turned my conversation into something else. When I come out and I clarify my situation, I don't believe.
So
you.
hold on.
I don't believe me.
And they didn't believe him when he said that the only
Oh, my
reason he
God.
wanted to leave was because he wanted his own team. And then some people said
But-
no because
but
he
y'all
heard he was about to be traded.
But y'all believe LeBron.
Make up your mind.
Yeah, but y'all believe LeBron James
So-
when he
so-
tells
so
you,
what's-
I wanted Kyrie to
I'm
be
asking you a
MVP.
question.
I
You
wa-
said before that Kyrie left because he heard rumors about him being traded for Paul George.
No, it
correct?
wasn't a rumor. That was a fact.
But you said that's why he left. Why he wanted to leave,
yeah, I
right?
definitely feel that way.
But Kyrie came out and said, the reason I wanted to leave, the only reason he wanted to leave because he wanted his own team. So is he lying?
Yeah, I believe that. I believe that.
So he can lie once.
I believe that.
So why you think he ain't lying another time when I said it's a mixture of him throwing a shot and some facts?
Because I think
you picking and choosing when he lying.
See, no, I don't. You see, you trying to catch me, but that's not the case.
I
think two things can be true. I think he could feel.
You think he lied one time and then lied the second?
No, what I'm saying is, let me backtrack. Back to what you're saying. Do I believe it's a lie? Not necessarily. The reason why I don't believe it's not a lie necessarily is both things can. Hold on, time out.
I'm saying which
one. Come on, stop cutting me off. Stop cutting me off. I'm getting to it. That's why I said stop cutting me off. Right? You can be in a situation where what the Cleveland Cavaliers did to you makes you feel like, you know what? I'm all set. I need my own team. I can't deal with this. You tried to trade me, and I just hit the game-winning shot. And the only way you would try and trade me is if LeBron James gave the okay. LeBron James himself said, I'm mad at Cleveland for trading him because I felt like we could have worked things out. Wait, hold on. You felt like you could have worked things out? I thought he had a problem with the organization. No,
he's the man. He's the man.
But people were quick to say I have no say over what they were doing with Kyrie. LeBron James doesn't have a say over personnel decision on a team. But this is my point. Look how it's reported and look how it's talked about when it comes to in LeBron James' case side of it versus how it's talked about with Kyrie Irving's side of it. Again, he jumps out there. He says, I'm the greatest player to ever play the game.
There you go.
I'm the greatest player to ever play the game.
Came up to the conversation.
How what? I'm giving you a point. He says, I'm the greatest player to ever play the game. You don't take that. Nobody jumps out and says, that's disrespect to this person. He said, this is.
Who's it disrespectful? We talking about disrespect to a former teammate. That seems like by a statement just showing shade at a strange teammate, a strange relationship with a former teammate.
It's
if
only
LeBron's saying that, and
it's LeBron James.
If LeBron said that and LeBron played with Michael Jordan, then it'd be like, how you gonna say that he played with Michael Jordan?
It's only because it's LeBron James.
No,
period.
it's because it's no.
Yes, it is.
You comparing apples to oranges.
No, I'm not. Because
apples to oranges.
So let me ask you a question. And I asked you this before, and you tell me what your answer was.
What?
Don't lie this time, though.
What?
Don't lie. Don't change your answer.
I ain't changing nothing. My answer stay the same.
When he jumped out there and he said, my last 2 championships are the hardest 2 championships in NBA history. Yep. And I said, why wasn't that taken as a shot towards some of the other greats, knowing that he knows the history of the game? You said it was a shot.
Yeah, I agree. No, I still agree it was.
So you think it was a shot. I think it could be taken as a shot, but nobody said it was a shot. So why does he get the benefit of the doubt?
I'm going to tell you why. Easy. Right. I'm going to break it down for you real simple.
Break it down.
The difference is because he's not on a team with a person.
That's bullshit.
Bro, I'm just trying to explain it to you. I'm trying to explain it to you.
Go ahead.
He's not on a team with a person that, or let me say this. Another person didn't just go through something crazy.
Like what?
Let me finish. And within the same realm as him or the same era he's in,
what
that
crazy?
was. Let me say this.
I'm trying to understand.
Okay, let me explain to you.
What's crazy?
I'm gonna give you an example because this is where we went with it. We talked about who did we talk about? Dr. J, going through. Was it Bill Russell? Who was talking about?
Talking about Bill Russell
playing in Boston through all the adversity. So this is what I'm saying. That Bill Russell didn't take place in 2020. So when you would say, I'm just saying, 2 different things don't go together. But my point is this: the adversity that somebody else went through that was crazy didn't take place at the same time as him. So it's not going to look like a shot at him. The Kyrie, let me finish. Bro, I didn't let you talk. So the Kyrie situation goes like this: if Kyrie would have made that statement, not playing with James, another person that, or let's say this, if him and James didn't have an estranged relationship as it was, James wasn't as great as he was to the point where people think he can take over a game at the end, and those type of things weren't there, then Kyrie can make that statement and nobody would have felt a particular way about it. But when you make that statement and people know that you played with somebody that people hold as the greatest player, and the person that people say can take over the game at the end of the game, and the best person that should have the ball in their hands at the end of the game, when people already look at James that particular way and you make that statement, it's automatically going to get looked at a particular way. So James didn't have anything that lined up to where people can say, hey, James, you taking a shot at so-and-so. Wait. There's nobody that people are going to say, a million people are not going to jump out the window the next day and say, James, you taking a shot at Bill Russell. No. But everybody jumped out the window the next day and said Kyrie took a shot at James.
No,
My thing is,
so let's back up.
after the media twisted it, we know that.
All right.
So the media ain't twist James thing.
No, but my point.
Because how do you twist that?
Because
why? People would say that's a reach.
No, because it's
Sue Surf. That's a reach. You reaching, Sue?
No, because it's easy.
Surf, you reaching.
It's what you can put on the headlines. Because if you honestly think about it, Kyrie Irving just hit the game-winning shot. That's the last time he played with LeBron James. He is the one that hit the game-winning shot.
Yeah, he did.
Right?
Good shot there, Kyrie.
Do we remember? You
was doing it.
Hold on. Do we remember when he was in Miami when he had an opportunity to hit a game-winning shot and he bricked it and what's the name? Bosh got the rebound, tipped it out to Ray Allen, and Ray Allen hit the game-winning shot. So again, since then, LeBron James has hit.
This guy's a LeBron James hater.
No, it's not. It's just reality. This is what I'm trying.
What?
No, what I'm trying to say to you is why is it LeBron James in the last couple years since he's been with Kyrie has hit a couple game winners. So the stigma around him being able to do that has changed. But it didn't change when in the context in which Kyrie was talking about it. He said, I've never been around with a teammate that I felt like should take the shot over me. Well, at the time, you could see where he could say that. But people not looking at it like that. They're looking at LeBron James now. What he did what he's done on the Lakers, what he did on Cleveland after Kyrie left, hitting that runner to end the series or whatever the other series was where he hit that runner. I think it was against Toronto or something to that effect.
Mm-hmm.
People are looking at James now versus how people looked at James then. And that's my point. He didn't say now, he said then. My teammates, the teammates that I look across. Well, he was teammates with LeBron way back then. What? So why are you now all of a sudden like, oh, that's got to be a shot at Kyrie? Yo, if you just kind of just look at it and you just say, yo, you
we
reaching,
want y'all
son.
to weigh in. You know
reaching.
this Kyrie and LeBron thing is not going to end, and this season is going to be on. So let's go somewhere else with it.
And that's
wait. Let's go somewhere else with it.
That's another thing.
What do you think this season is going to evolve into? Do you think it will be Brooklyn and L.A.? And if not, which one of those teams do you think might make it to the chip? I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm going with L.A. I don't think that dynamic with Kyrie and KD is going to really look that good. And plus, they got to go against my Boston, my Green Monster. Yeah, Gang Green. I don't think they're going to make it.
They should. But I can't.
And how do you think that matchup would be?
I don't think either one of them are guaranteed.
No, but I'm saying if they did make it, how do you think that matchup would be?
Kyrie and Durant against
James
LeBron
and AD. Woo wee! I'm going with LA on that one.
I don't know.
All day.
I gotta see how they play.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta see how they play. I don't know enough about how Brooklyn is gonna play. I'm hearing a lot of Dan and Tony vibes. Like that's how they want to play. They want to play fast. They want to get up and down, and they want to. I don't know what that looks like.
That's why I said before with him going over to him and Kyrie together.
No, but it has.
You said, but the system. You saying the system as well?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with
so
Kyrie.
I agree with
they
that.
got
Wait.
the talent.
Well,
I just don't know if the style of play is gonna be the one that's gonna get them where they need to be.
I can agree with that. I don't think the style. I think
I gotta see
that organization and that
because the little preseason games that I've watched, it's just been Kyrie, you do your thing, Durant, you do your thing,
and that's how I think this season's gonna go.
Well, we'll see. We'll see.
I know this. I think because I think that's who's the leader. See? Who is the leader? I don't see a leader on there.
Yeah, but I don't know if that matters.
Got it. Hold on. Me and you had this debate before. You can't say that because before you said it has to be a leader. Who's the leader? You talked about my Celtics and said there has to be a leader. Who's your leader? And I told you we moved the ball right in the offense. Eventually, it's gonna be Jason Tatum. But right now, whatever. You said it has to be a leader.
I didn't say.
Here you go. You would have bust it down.
No, I'm about to bust it down.
You better let me know because you said it has to be a leader.
No, I never said the words leader because being the leader and the star of the team is two different things. The conversation that we had was. The conversation we had is you need.
Said, who do you go through at the end of the game?
But that's not your lead. That's not necessarily the leader of the team. That's not the leader of. You could have, for example, the Pistons. during the Pistons run, you can make the argument that Richard Hamilton was the best player on their team, but Chauncey Billups was clearly their leader. Or you could say it was, Rasheed Wallace. Being the leader on your squad is not necessarily the best player on your squad. LeBron James was always the best player on Miami, but Dwayne Wade was the leader of that squad.
We know that, but we're talking about leader.
Oh, my God.
That's what I'm saying. You said it wasn't a leader.
No. Listen to what I'm saying. The best player on your squad and the leader is not necessarily the same thing. When we were talking about
best player, because
when we were talking about your Celtics, your GOAT, what I made the argument is Denver has been great for years, but they never really had a surefire go-to player. Your Celtics, in the same vein, was in the same manner, and I'm saying that, Tatum needs to be that go-to person for y'all to win.
And you said that y'all didn't have one. You said y'all don't have one. I said, yes, we do. Tatum.
Yo, Dex.
You said we didn't have one.
Dex.
I said we do.
Dex. You didn't have that until...
You said Kyrie. You said why we needed Kyrie because... All right.
I'm going to let you go. I'm going to let you talk. I'm going to let you talk.
So my question is, who's the go-to player then?
You're blending,
Let's go there.
You're blending conversations.
Let's go there.
The one thing that I always said was Kyrie is your best player, but Tatum is going to have to be that player for you. I always said that, and I told you that you had to get rid of
don't say Kyrie because I told you Kyrie.
I said you had to get rid of Hayward.
I said that, and you say he can't go, and you was right at the time. We had too much money.
I told you. I know what I say.
So who's from Brooklyn? So let's go there. Let me know who's going to be the go-to man in Brooklyn.
Now, go-to, that's different. I think that's clearly KD. It has to be KD. It has to be KD.
Do you think Kyrie's going to concede to that?
I don't think he has a choice. I don't think.
So next question is, who do you think going to be the leader then?
I think Kyrie actually thinks that KD is better than him.
He knows it.
I never thought that he thought that about LeBron, even though LeBron was.
So who do you think is... Say, I agree with that. I fully agree with that. I think LeBron was and KD and Kyrie never felt it. So my question is to you...
Kyrie never thought LeBron James
was better than him. I can't knock Kyrie because of the mentality that Kyrie has. He seems like one of them people. So let me just, for me to think you're greater than me, you have to move at this caliber like I'm moving and better than me.
If Kyrie never thought that LeBron, no diss to LeBron, but he never thought LeBron was better than him, then you can't always think his comments are a diss towards LeBron.
I told you it was a mixture. But back to the point. Yeah. I told you I still think it's a mixture. I think it was a little bit of factual and a little bit of a shot. But who do you think will be the leader? So we already know you.
I think it's KD.
But we said KD in regards to the go-to man. You said at first you don't know about the leader.
And it might between the two of them, it might be a veteran. It might be somebody like DeAndre. It might be somebody like DeAndre Jordan.
As the leader?
As the locker room.
I ain't talking about the locker room. I'm talking about the floor general. Who's going to lead on the floor? Not the go-to person, but who's going to be the leader. See, the Chauncey Billups. Regardless of who's whatever, who's going to be that person?
The person on the floor is KD. I think that's who that is.
But I'm saying, do you think he's going to be the leader? Do you think he has it in him? Is the next question.
We got to define something. I only look at the two things. It's either you are the best player, go-to person on the squad.
Yeah.
And you can be the leader, or you're just the go-to person, and somebody else is the leader on the squad.
Correct. So that's the question we have.
But I'm not talking about floor general. That's not what I'm saying. I don't look at it like that.
Okay, whichever way you want to put it.
Like I said, I think it's going to be KD, and I don't think it necessarily has to be either one of them in terms of the leader in the galvanizes the team. That could be somebody else on the squad. It's happened.
So what I'm saying to you is this: do you think but you think he might be both? That's what you said.
He could be both.
I don't see that trait in him.
But that's what I'm saying. It could be.
I know, but I'm saying I'm just saying my opinion is I don't think.
The best player on Golden State was who? When he was there.
I think the best player?
Yeah, while he was there. Who was the best player on the team?
Oh, you talking about when
KD was in Golden State? Who was the best player on the team?
At that time, I'm going to say KD.
It was KD. Who was the leader of the squad?
I still think Curry was.
That's my point.
But hold on. Wait. But hold on. But to your point, that goes back to what I was saying on the floor. Because they said the locker room person was Draymond Green was the person. They said he was the locker room, galvanated whatever.
Yeah, and my point.
So that's why I was talking. So that's why I was saying floor general, because Steph Curry was the floor leader. That's why I was talking about who's going to be the floor general, who's going to be the leader on the floor.
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with you when you say Curry as the leader. What I'm saying is we know KD was the best player on the floor. will also recognize that somebody else was the leader of the team. Whether you think that was Curry or whether you think that was Draymond, you thought it was somebody else.
Yeah, fully agree with that part.
So my thing is, if you think it was Draymond, similar, you have a veteran.
It was Curry.
Right, but I'm saying if you thought it was Draymond, even or whether you thought it was Curry, regardless, somebody else on that squad could end up being that person. Neither one, Kyrie or I don't know if they have that.
I don't think KD has it.
But that's what I said. Neither one. I'm not sure if they have it.
Me neither. I don't think either of them have it. That's the point I was getting at. When you said that possibly it might be KD, I don't see either of them, and that's why I think that team, to me, though we know how KD scores, we know what Kyrie can do. To me, I don't see that somebody. I don't see the leadership there.
But here's
I see kind of what you said. You see now, him doing his thing, him doing his thing. That's all I see.
So here's what I would say to that.
To me, neither of those guys have ever showed traits of being.
Here's what I would say.
A floor general or locker room, whatever.
Because whichever way you want to say. Because I think it's different. So I'll use LeBron James as an example.
Could it evolve? It probably can evolve, but I haven't seen it yet. I'm not saying KD can't be there.
I'll use LeBron James as an example, and I've said this before. LeBron James teams, when they win, except for maybe his first and second year in Miami, they all look the same. All his teams look the same.
Lord of mercy.
Right? No, this is not a diss to LeBron. This is to his credit. When I'm on the squad, this is how you win.
Oh, I agree then.
Right? This is how you win. When I'm on your squad, we don't win like this. We don't win like that.
I agree. I think all great teams. I think all great players have that. So I agree.
KD is somebody who can fit into any offense. He'll flow either way. So he kind of just goes with the flow. I can play off the ball. I can play on the ball. I don't have to be a general on the floor for me to be effective. So I agree. In the same way that LeBron James
but because he's individual. I think because KD is an individual. I think KD does not make a team better.
No,
he comes there and he becomes he's effective in what he does on a team.
I disagree with that statement.
Okay, then give me.
I think he can go to any squad and make a team better because because you can put him almost anywhere. He doesn't have to have the ball in his hands 24/7. He doesn't.
No, I think you misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm not saying that the team does not get better. I think that's what I'm saying to you. When I say make the team better, I'm saying this.
Yeah.
This person James can come to a team
and
turn around and make the team better. That means that what he does, this person plays better, this person plays better, this person, this and third, he makes the team better as a whole. Not that KD does this. KD goes to a team and the team is better probably from a stat standpoint because KD can do all of these things here. He's not making the team better. He's doing this so the team scores and they win. But he doesn't make the individual players everywhere. I think when James comes on a team, or whether Miami, Cleveland, wherever he goes, LA, you're gonna look good. You're gonna start getting this. You're gonna be able to do this. You're gonna be able to do this. You're gonna do this. I'm gonna do. I think that's what James does.
Exactly what you
I think KD doesn't do that. I think KD goes to show.
But I think that's
I'm going bing, 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 and I'm gonna make it happen.
But that's how I'm effective. When I come on your squad,
that's what I think KD does.
No. Let's back up. LeBron James, when he comes onto your team, you now have to play this role. You have to play that role. You have to do this, and you have to do that. As long as you guys do that, we're in good shape. Whereas, and some guys can live with that, and some guys can't live with that. Some guys will flourish in that. Some guys won't flourish in that. KD is different in that, what do you need me to do? I can do whatever it is you need me to do. So I can fit into anything, any offense. I can go and play with LeBron. I can go and play with DeMarcus Cousins. I can go and play with John Wall. I can go and play with Jimmy Butler. I can go and play with Tatum. It doesn't matter. I can come on a team and I don't hurt you. I can come on a team and you don't have to become a spot-up shooter. I can come on a team and do that. What I'm saying is
but do you win?
Okay, again, the question that the statement that you made is you said you don't think he makes teams better, and you qualified and then you explained. What I'm saying is a team only gets better if you play this way when it comes to LeBron James. The ball has to be in my hand. I have to direct things. I'm the best playmaker on your team, period. You could have Rondo, you could have whoever. I'm still the best playmaker on the team. And when I'm on the floor, I'm going to do X, Y, and Z. That's a fact. But you can't play no other way. When LeBron James was trying to play off the ball when he first came to LA, He was in no man's land. He just sat over in the corner.
I disagree. I thought
not,
that time.
no, that's not. No.
Wait,
Time
I
out.
fully
That's
agree
not
because I watched games where he played
no.
off the ball, and I was saying that that's what he needs to do more, and he was looking effective playing off the ball in LA. I remember. Hold on, I remember putting it in WhatsApp like, "Yo, if LeBron James did more of this, even though I know he's older right now, he was cooking when he was playing off the ball when he was there." When he first went. When he first went to LA, he was cooking.
That is
at the beginning of the season.
That is not true.
We gotta pull up the facts.
It wasn't. And they even talked about.
We gotta pull up the facts, y'all.
Yes, they even talked about how when they started to when LeBron James started to run the offense more, LA his first year he started to play. They started to play better. When he was sitting off in the corner waiting for somebody, he wasn't as effective, and they weren't winning games. That's what I'm talking about.
No, see, you talking about when he. We're talking about two different things. You talking about when he sat
he
there
don't know,
doing.
He
whatever.
don't know.
I'm talking about
he
at the times
not.
when he was actually truly running around playing off the ball.
No,
not when he went there and just
that's
sitting in la la land. I'm talking about when he was actually moving.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. What you're talking about.
But he normally does that when he doesn't have the ball. He goes sit in the corner somewhere.
Yeah, but what you're talking
Unless
about,
he moving.
I've never witnessed what you're talking about.
Oh, it happened.
Never.
It's happened.
Never witnessed what you're talking about.
You guys put in the comments if y'all seen James play off the ball and move around.
LeBron just does this.
No,
he
seen
watches.
that times
He
with
sees
him.
what's going on.
I seen that times.
He looks for opportunities.
I seen him move at times.
He looks for opportunities.
He looked good when he moved too.
He looks for opportunities here and there to go maybe get a rebound off a shot, maybe a cut here that somebody is not paying attention to him. But for the most part, he's sitting back and nobody's running. There was no plays being run for him off the ball, playing off the ball. None of that, because that's not his game. But you could do that with KD. That's the difference. But because of that, is what I'm saying is
KD's a killer.
What I'm saying is there's no assertiveness the same way LeBron would have to assert himself to say, no, we're gonna play like this because this is to our benefit. KD's like, yo, I could roll with the flow. That's the difference in leadership. I don't think he has that quality.
All right.
To agree with you, but go ahead.
So you guys, we're gonna wrap up this episode. We know this was heavy on the sports end.
Not really.
Yeah, at the end of this, we went heavy on the sports.
Yeah, at the end.
But definitely, matter of fact, I think we touched a lot of stuff. But as you guys know, this is all shapes and sizes. We're going at times.
Dude don't want to talk about sports. I never want to talk about sports.
Hey, we got something up and coming, you guys. We do have a new podcast segment coming.
Yeah. You know
what I'm saying? It's gonna be a sports segment. It's gonna be with S.TV and my son, Lil Dexter. So you guys will get two perspectives of
because he don't know what we talking about, so I gotta talk to. So I gotta talk to Lil Dexter.
I'm
gonna keep it 1,000. He don't know what he be talking about, so I gotta talk to Lil Dexter.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I used to be doing a lot of mischief instead of watching games. I missed out. But here nor there.
Yeah.
So it's definitely stay in tune and look for that to come because you're going to have the two perspectives. You're going to have that young college athlete that's in it, ingrained in it. You're going to have that older former athlete that was in it. So, you know what I mean? You see the two different dynamics of this generation and how they see things and who they look at as running the game and get some of that old knowledge as well as that young thought and approach. And you know what I'm saying? You guys have a lot of that. For those, you know, my son, he's going to school to be, NFL is the direction that he's looking at right now. Yes, he was All-American corner last season. Mm-hmm. So he did make All-American corner, Central Connecticut, 6 picks, 1 pick 6. But he's definitely communication. He wants to be a sports analyst. So shout out, Lil Disco. And we're going to kick it off here. We're going to start it on a podcast platform. These two gentlemen would actually, they're going to tackle all sports across the board,
Yeah,
so the people that are into rugby, soccer, football, whichever one you want to call it, anything, baseball, across the whole gamut, these guys are going to cover it all and bring it on probably, let's say, more of a hip-hop culture type of approach on it. You know what I mean? A mixed Uncle Shay and you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? And something like that. So once again, thanks for tuning in. I'm your host, Disco Deck. My co-host.
That's Doc. Appreciate y'all.
Share, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications. We're going to keep mixing it up.
All right.
We out. We rocking now, baby.